Thank you. So friends, welcome again. And so as I was saying, I'm from a disprivileged background myself, and I'm autistic as well. So I know by experience that not everybody can go to a university like Oxford or MIT Institute of Technology. And if you just go to Coursera course or Pluralsight or something, and we just keep picking up skills from there, well, it doesn't really guarantee you that you'll get a nice job, because you're kind of invisible to the companies. They will just get somebody they know from Oxford or from somewhere. So what is the way to solve it? So my solution was something called open source. So basically open source, it's the source which companies put for everybody to see or modify. And the beauty of it is that open source is not actually about the source. It represents the whole software industry, which has many roles, like that many, and only a small portion of them requires coding. So any person who actually wants to get into IT can benefit from it. And the thing is that when you benefit to a good project and you keep benefiting, you become visible, but only partially. So actually, the solution is a bit more complicated. So what we will do, I will show you. I will show you, but let's actually do it now. So we have my my GitHub account, my profile, and let's do one thing. I'll show you how easy it is. So how to create an account at GitHub, that's something you will have to Google. I promise you it's not hard. So it's not harder, it's easier than setting up your bank account stuff. So here, I think somewhere I had a button for, yeah, new repository. So now we can call it together we open source. Name is available, that's fine. So I had some notes here somewhere they were prepared. So I'll just put this in. Oh, sorry. Ouch, back. Let me see. So description, I messed up. Sorry, I clicked the button, but I didn't want to. But if we go here, we can, let me see. Do I have anybody to admit? Yes, admit all. So settings. Together open source, social preview. How do I create the README file here? So, because this thing, okay, that's quick setup. We don't need this one. Command line, we don't need this one. Because the idea was that normally it will get a README file created, but because I clicked one button too early, oh, actually we can probably do that. 1 second, was it dot? Yeah, so basically, if you do that and you just click a dot, then it will open in your browser. It will open the a Visual Studio, and now we can actually let's see, open folder, open remote repository. That will be, oh, sorry, I have too many here together. Oh, no. Okay, let's just skip it. I'll show it next time, guys. I really don't want to waste everybody's time. Actions, because I know you can add a file here, but how do I don't know how to add a file right now. I'll add it later. Or we can just delete this repository and let me see. Let's create another repository. Let's create another one. It will be faster. Sorry, I'm on the read code 2 and description. Yeah, this button I missed. So we'll just call it together we code 2. I will later fix it. So now we have a project set up. Done. I'm already contributing to open source. I'm already doing it. There's in my profile here, this thing is not black anymore. So actually there are some recruiters which are hunting people with this thing being green. There are people who are like had it green 5 years ago and they didn't get found like this. And that's a totally different game when recruiter comes to you, or even better, the company comes to you. So now, how would somebody contribute here? So I don't know much computer science. I don't know how to code, but I can click a file and I can press E key on the keyboard. Sorry, I'm saying that it's noisy. Well, mate, there's not much I can do. Is it noisy for everybody? Because it's not a soundproof room, but I've closed everything. So I press an E key, and now I can actually add here stuff. So let me see. We can add text here, and we can commit changes. So just first commit, and we can create it. Well, I can do it directly to the branch. I'll explain other options later. So now, if you go to this place and you click on readme.md, there is a file there. So I'll send a link here. So now, even if I did it for the first time, I'm an open source contributor. And now we have, what is next? What is next? So you can find this book in Simon Sinek, or Simon, I'm not sure how to pronounce his family name. This is a good book. Start with why. So my idea is not just to empower people and to help them get a highly paid job. I want you to find a job you really love. And that's not easy, because even people who finish Oxford or MIT, even they sometimes, they just work in some gray cubicles and basically they trade their life for money. So they're not really enjoying the jobs. They're just paying off mortgages and so on. Yeah, they might be well paid, but it can be better, trust me. So what do we do? So using either this book or talking in our Slack channel, the idea is that you need to find something you really love. So for example, I don't know, Mikhail might love robots. So you go to, and then it becomes more interesting, because we need to Google top open source robotic projects GitHub, okay? Because now Mikhail has two ways. So he can go and, let's say, do some Coursera courses or MIT, and well, they will learn some robotics and like MIT online courses. They're good, but they will learn this stuff and then they will forget it because it's not used. And well, personally, I don't benefit from Mikhail going to this to this MIT course, and his job doesn't benefit. So at some time he will just abandon it, or maybe he will do a home project and forget about it. So and Mikhail, if you're not okay with me using you as an example, give me a shout. I'll just use myself then. So then, but there's another option. So we check something. Yeah, a list of open robotic. We already found something. So let's find something interesting. I don't know, NASA. Some robot. Let's see. Oh, it's actually not that bad. So our idea is to find something which is, Thor project. Wow. Okay. So if we join this project, I'm not sure how it will work because I've never done this stuff like this. So it's called, that's a long registration. Okay. Apparently some companies have that stuff. Let's do it via GitHub. So it's possible, I just don't want to waste 10 more minutes. So we will just type robotics in GitHub, because some companies, they participate with GitHub, but they have their customized channels to something. I haven't much worked with this, but so you just type robotics here. If that's something which you love, you can type travel if you like to travel. and you check either most stars or most forks. Stars means people liked it, and forks mean people tried to contribute to it. Let's do forks. So we have some Arduino pilot, which requires, well, it says it's C++, but as I said, don't get afraid. So now Mikhail clicks this button, fork, and he clicks create fork, okay? And he enjoys his cup of coffee now. Now he's getting this Arduino pilot, whatever it is. So now it got copied into Mikhail's repository. So now let's say Mikhail is not a brilliant microelectronics engineer who he is, and in real life, and he doesn't know much of C++. So how can he benefit from it? Well, except that he got a green cube on his GitHub profile. How can he benefit? So he can benefit like this. That's my favorite, like the easiest you can do. Almost each and every project and every quality one, they will have README file. Some of them will have as well contribute or like code of conduct or something, but README MD, that's actually this file. So you go here, you click, you read through, and let's try to find something we don't like. So basically this file is telling about the project, but even without reading about the project, I can find something to modify. So let's see, does anybody spot any problem here? Let me see. Sometimes it's hard because sometimes projects are, oh, that's interesting. So they have this stuff here. One moment. You notice there's a slash? And that's not funny, guys. I mean, that's, you see there's a slash, but if I do it this way, it also works. Yay. So now we are pressing the E key. Oh, hi, Ali. Now I'm pressing E key on the keyboard. You can probably do it even from the phone. So like if somebody is, well, doesn't have access to the laptop, maybe it can do it this way. But it doesn't install anything on your computer. You can just modify it from the screen in Chrome. And maybe other browsers as well work. I don't know. So I'm trying to find. It should be somewhere here. Come on. Where is this thing? So there was. Let's see the links, because I wanted to find it. Can it find it for me? A second. Okay. Okay, now it's better. Okay, so we found the thing here, and we removed that. Let's see if there's anything else like that, any other changes. But actually, that was already enough. Oh, let's do it again. And well, that's just an example, but now we commit changes and commit. So basically when you fork, you create a copy of the existing repository. So let's say we are doing this robotics project, and actually right now, every one of you is a contributor because you participate, because if I do something stupid, you will ask questions. So there's a contribution from you. And actually, if not you, this stuff wouldn't have happened. So if Mikhail didn't visit this, if Jose didn't visit, if Jonathan didn't visit, Ruslan didn't visit, this stuff wouldn't have happened. So this contribution is totally on you guys. So what we said here, we'll say that some unnecessary symbols have been removed. Okay, that's enough. We can put description from the end of the URL. The URL is something we have here in the talk, like this one. Okay, and now there's a thing. So how to tell it without, for people who doesn't know IT. So it's a nice tradition not to commit directly to branch which is called master, but to commit to a new branch which you call which you call with some fix slash remove typos removed. Okay, or text cleanup. Okay, so and you'll see why we need it. So now we click this green button. But remember, we are working with my copy of, or Mikhail's copy of that repository there. So for example, you like rockets and you are working, so you forked NASA repository. And this change you made now, it's sitting in a branch, it's sitting in your repository. So NASA has no idea about that. But now you do that, create pull request. And here, I'll try to make it bigger. So here you say that this is your branch and you need to choose where you are contributing to. But normally it's either master branch or develop branch. So you just quickly check, looks like master is fine. So we're doing that. It says able to merge, everything is fine. Now that's basically it's the last stage for you because you click create pull request. And what it does, it's like a communication because software, it took me actually, what I'm sharing now, it's like took me 16 years to learn. Software is about people and only people. Computers, so people are number one, or as we say in IT, number zero, because we start counting from zero. But computers are like number 10 or 20, it doesn't matter. If any normal person can actually learn this stuff and learn it quite fast. So this is the way. So let's say Michael, or let's say Ash, let's switch from Michael to Ash. So let's say Ash did a copy of this NASA project or something. And now he wants to tell NASA that he contributed, that guys, there was a problem and the fix is here. So he clicks that. He creates pull request. So now, well, it wasn't NASA this time, it was R2Pilot. So some project which works with robots, and this project is very, very popular. So we've done this thing. Now your profile becomes greener. Now here, this thing is greener. You can click this line and learn how they count contributions. But the thing is that it's the same problem. It's good, it's very good. But well, buying a yogurt and not eating it still can kill you because you like we all need food. So although this thing is very good, it's not enough because, well, basically, let's say you forked Microsoft. So or let's say actually you forked NASA, right? So we oh no, that's in my, I don't have any projects with NASA. So, oh, there's, well, I don't want best match, I want most forks. So, oh, this one has a lot of forks. So let's say we fork this NASA project, right? Or whatever it is. Sorry, I've got some comments on Meetup. I need to check if somebody cannot get in on something. Let me check. Oh, Ali Talebi says that Ali Talebi, he did manage to join. That's good. That's good. Later, I will need help with organizing and beta, guys. It's pilot. I will have like few people running acceptance, accepting somebody into the event and stuff like that. Actually, Ali might volunteer. I will need like 5-10 volunteers. Oh, my pleasure, mate. My pleasure. So basically, let's say Ali created this fork. Let's say Ali loves rockets. And actually, it's not. It's the reason why I recommend this book, that to find your true love, not something which was like pushed on you by society. It's not easy. Basically, one of the ways to do it is to think like what brought you the most pleasure in the last year, and which group of people is also interested in that, and how you can help them. Because why we are having this discussion is what brought the most joy to me this year was helping other people at work. And also, what brought me most pleasure was helping people to find a job. There's actually a person who went from India to Estonia now because he asked me how to get a job in the UK. And I told him that, well, it's hard, but you can go to Estonia. It's a nice country and it's part of EU, and they do need IT developers, and it's a bit easier to get a job there. It's a nice country, really nice. So now let's say Ali has forked this thing, the Apollo 11 project, and changed the README and contributed. And by the way, you can see here, it's an extremely good example. You can see here that README files, they're in different languages. And that's amazing, because if your English is not perfect, it's actually very good, because it means that you have some mother language, which is perfect. And these guys don't. So you might be speaking Tamil or Hindi or something else. And you can actually create the translations here or fix the errors. But well, so you can contribute as a person who knows the language, and that's also visible. But let's say, sorry, Ali keeps contributing there, keeps contributing and keeps contributing, and nothing happens. So how many years will we wait till Amil realizes that? Oh, sorry, my mistake. I'm autistic. I sometimes do weird things. So I cannot bet Ali's life and investments onto like NASA opening this GitHub and finding that he is active. So what we are doing now, so we made this contribution, right? I will use my previous contribution. So this one, right? Oh, that's my group created. 1 second. Let me see, repositories, code spaces, projects, how to do it. Let's see, that was something about robots. I'm sure it should be here. That's incubator, oh, that's contribution. Oh, those are real contributions. Apollo, together with code, which one was it? Oh, this one. So now I want the world to know that Ali has contributed. I want to take this thing to open the pull request itself, because the world doesn't care about, well, we'll respect each other, I hope, usually, but well, as long as Ali's code is sitting as his repository and it doesn't get noticed, there's no difference. But now we take this one and we go to LinkedIn and we click create a post. I have just contributed to open source and source. Okay, for the sake of whatever we code. And let's see this Ardo pilot thing. Was it Ardo pilot? I think it was Ardo pilot. Was it? Yeah. And Ardo pilot. Maybe they even have like a page there. Let's check. Ardo pilot. You see, they exist. And these guys are doing both robotics and aerospace. And I know that Mikhail is into planes. So now we also add some hashtags here. Like, so open source is already there. So together we code. Okay, I will just, oh, sorry, together we open source, not code. Together, it's important. It's a very big difference. Because, well, we are coding and sharing, and that's what helped us, not something else. So we put this tag. It's not very widely used. Probably it's the first time in the world we are doing this stuff. And open source was there, and we write diversity, for example, and we can write aerospace, okay, engineering. So now we are doing this stuff. I hope that this contribution will inspire thousands of amazing of our amazing friends to contribute to open source, benefit society, and get a highly paid and most interesting job if they want it. Okay, so now I'm posting this stuff. And not only here, I'm also going to Twitter. And I'm doing it. It's too long for Twitter, so I'm cutting it here, and I'm putting this plus, and I'm doing another one. Normally, I will do a bit more, but well, that's fine. I will put some icons. So now that is still not enough. So now the last trick is that these contributions here. Sorry, my GitHub. Where are you? So I want, if I wanted to get noticed, well, I don't mind getting noticed. I like getting noticed now because this way I can help more people. So now we need to make the world see that we're contributing daily, and this should be true contributions. It is technically possible to remove and add the same dot to your own repository every day, and it will be green, but that's not true. When they will start looking into your changes, they will say, oh, this person is a fraud. But I want you to find a project of your dreams, which is popular, and it's nice, and it's something you love, but it should be popular as well, and start contributing there daily. So they don't have to be heavy contributions. So like sometimes I come home at 10. I came from conference home at 10, and actually it was like 11:30, and I only had like 7 minutes to code, and I did code. So I fixed something for a company called Cadurance, and I wrote a post about it. And later, or maybe even a video. We have a video. So basically, I even made a video on YouTube channel, and YouTube. I don't know. It's on my LinkedIn page, I think. Let me quickly check it. I just don't want you to see some stuff which is not related to our course. I'm opening my channel, and I put the link here. I'm going back. So let's see. Yeah. So I've even written a video about it. So this gives you, in a way, even more visibility, because it's not exactly visibility, but it differs you from, well, it's a part of marketing. But videos are hard to create. So what I normally do when I'm doing something which is nice, like now, I'm recording it, so it can be uploaded. So, and when I did this thing, then actually, I think Cadurance has replied to me. And actually, they contacted me, and they said thank you. Probably it was an article, because I've also written an article at Dev2 about Cadurance. So there were already 2 cases when companies contacted me and said thank you, and 2 cases when sponsors came and they said, we want to help you, but well, due to the nature of my company, I'm not sure I can take sponsorship. So anyway, so the idea is that you start contributing daily, big and small, and probably you'll be growing. But here it becomes more interesting. We need to talk or to discuss, and we need to understand which direction are you going. Because if you're a developer, it's one thing. If you're a manager, it's another thing. If you are a technical writer, it's third. If you're a test engineer, it's fourth. Because I want you to be extremely focused. So in the area you love, you choose the position you love, and you start contributing in the style of this position. So you'll be, if you're a test engineer, you'll be contributing about tests most of the time, and you'll be writing most of the time about tests. So 20% can be about cats or family, but if somebody sees your Twitter account, they should see that, well, they should see that I'm doing open source and stuff, right? So, and by the way, there's already one retweet because I mentioned open source, and there's a robot which is looking after open source and it's retweeting it automatically one time. So, sorry, I got a bit lost. So yeah, so I want your presence to be there. So there are ways to do it even with more impact. There are tools which you can put your tweets in advance there, and they will create tweets when you want them at specific time. Because as I was told, tweet lives only for 10 minutes. If nobody read it in 10 minutes, well, it's gone. So it does give me some visibility, but it's limited. So the true visibility should be based on your contributions, or on the contributions to the projects you love. And then let's say we go 1 year from now. Let's say we have Ali, who has been contributing for a year into rocket building in NASA itself, rockets. This is amazing. And well, and he's been also quite vocal about it. So he worked with me, with our friends, with all of us in Slack, and he attended conferences. Because Ali, if you, or any of you guys, even if you create a very small project, even if you fix just a README, it's not actually just. That's more than 99% of, I think, Oxford graduates do, because they come to first interview and their GitHub is empty and yours is not. And that's an extremely big difference. So let's say a year has passed. So there is an extremely high chance. So now you are known because you came to our community. I'm part of, for example, London Java community. If you're female, you probably have come to, or you associate yourself with females, you probably have come to Women Who Code meetup. So people know you. You will also start noticing that people like CTOs, they notice you and they connect with you on the LinkedIn. So till like last 2 days, it was me who was sending requests on LinkedIn, but now I'm starting getting people's requests. So the whole community is aware of you now. And if NASA doesn't need you, you can be sure that somebody else will, because a person who loves rockets and can contribute on this amazing level in some very specific, so let's say you go for technical writer, so there will be many companies who want to hire you because you're visible at meetups. I'll try and I will help you to get into conferences. One of my favorite conferences is called, I think it's called OpenSource Africa. So I'm not sure we have anything like that in Europe. So you'll be visible. And when you get visible, I don't think it will be junior position the companies will offer you. I'm quite sure it will be something much, much better. And they won't need your Oxford now because you've got something better. You've spent a year creating stuff. There's a track of real job done behind your shoulders, and you are beaming with the light of loving this stuff. So who would you hire? A person from Oxford who is, well, he doesn't really like this job. With all respect to Oxford, it's a nice university, but he doesn't like this job. He's just there for money. And well, all his examples are from university and they are quite old now. So technologies moved forward and everything moved forward. Or Ali, who actually contributed to a rocket, which has already been used by NASA on some test experiments or something. And very often, like, for example, I'm part of a project called DevLake. It's an Apache incubator. The project is in Go, and I don't know Go, but I already have my certificate from Apache itself for contributions. And this guy from Oxford doesn't. So who will you hire? It's easy. You'll hire the person who already delivered because you don't need his diploma. You need his, oh, thank you so much, Ash. Thank you, mate. So Ash shared the link about open source Google projects. So let's check. It looks safe. Sorry, I don't trust myself. So yeah. So let's see. Wow. Wow. That's good stuff. That's good. I've probably seen it. So yeah, so I forgot to mention beautiful companies. There are companies like Google, there are companies like Microsoft. They put their primary tools, their best projects into open source. And I know a person who got a job in Microsoft like that, and the person was in Moscow, and they spent 6 months organizing his visa and relocation. And so it wouldn't have happened if not open source. They would have hired somebody from the States, from the same state probably. But with this person, he was a top contributor on OpenGDK, and he did succeed. And now he's very happy working in a team of where some people are from MIT and some people are PhDs from MIT. And there's he, because he did open source. So, well, thank you so much, Ash. So this stuff does happen, and does happen a lot. But if you contribute to Google and Google doesn't hire, Microsoft will hire. If Microsoft doesn't hire, startups will hire. I'm more worried about you being happy than about you earning, because it will be very hard not to earn good money this way. So, well, basically that was all I could say for today, like regarding this thing. So now we can take this, our contribution together with code 2. I will later rename it. Sorry, guys, for the mess up with the first one. But I will rename it. I will send the link to all of you, and we can use it as the basis for our collaboration, because honestly, we have 100 people in the group, and I'm doing it in my free time at the moment. So even if I want to try, I want to try everybody, to help everybody, but even if I spend 24 hours per day, that's not really possible, especially when the group starts growing. And I have a feeling it might, because, well, we're creating something beautiful here. But you can already go and fix our project. It won't probably bring you a job, right, this way. But when you post about it, you'll post that, well, I helped this meetup. So you can press E, you can fork me, you can star me, you can, and then you can fix something, because, well, there's a typo here, right? Open source, S is not capital. So, and even for just raising the pull request, your GitHub will become greener. And for now, you can write about pull requests. Later, we'll go to the next stage, when the more you learn about the project, the more you should be writing not about your contribution, but about how this project works. And so it will show people that, well, open source is not about being selfish or being like only mine. It's about creating great stuff together. So to show people and to help people, to show people that you are truly open source, and to help people, don't tell them about your contributions that much, but the more you do, say that, oh, you see this beautiful stuff in the project has happened, and there's a project, and there's a link to the repo. And, well, the people who know what to look for, they will understand very, very quickly, that they will immediately actually understand that you're heavily involved in this project. Because if your 10 last posts are about this NASA thing, and you have a link to GitHub, and on your GitHub you do this thing, I think you can make this thing top of your profile or something, but I'm not sure how to do it on the top of my head, because I think you can make it, customize your pins, right? And you can just type here, and it will be, what was it, this one? No. Oh, it says 0 remaining. So if I remove stuff, which I am not doing right now, oh, guys, you're killing me. I'm not sure what to do, because some stuff out that is, well, we can do that and that for now. Sorry, Makito, no hard feelings. These guys are amazing as well. And we write our code, which is together. No, it was R. Was it R? R to file, save pins. So the person, so on your LinkedIn, let's say on your LinkedIn, you have a link to your GitHub instead of this. So we'll find a way how to do. Oh, hi, Adam. Yeah, got it. Online session. So, so if people can see your GitHub, and you might just have it here, then they will open it and they will immediately see that which projects are there, and they will immediately see that, oh, your Ardo pilot is there. So don't copy me. Don't have too many. One, maximum 3 is nice. Everything in the pins. You can do more, but you should limit the stuff. And well, you'll be amazed. I didn't believe it myself, but the wave it creates, because this stuff wouldn't have been created if I didn't start doing open source. I was doing open source. I was attending conferences. No, I attended conference. I spoke to a guy from GitHub, and oh, that's another one. Benjamin. 1 second. I'll find you his talk, which is absolutely must watch. Benjamin, let's find him. I'll add Benjamin Muscala or Muscaya, I'm not sure, because if it's Spanish, the guy is called this way, Benjamin Muscaya, and the talk is this one. And this guy is absolutely amazing, this talk. So basically, his whole talk is full of examples of people who joined open source, and they kept doing open source with no coding skills at all. And not all of them even started coding, but all of them are recognized pillars of the society, and all of them have nice jobs, and they have improved their lives and lives of people around them. So maybe start from watching this talk and give him a shout on Twitter. He's on Twitter as well. Muscal, tell him that, well, thank you, because he's amazing. And well, last but not least, please, if you could subscribe to my channel. 1 second, I'll give you a channel, because on YouTube, because, well, it won't bring me any money, at least not now. But what it will do is that when we have, oh, actually, this one is fine, but still it will make us more visible. But on Meetup, on this one, no, this one is also fine. Somewhere there was a problem with the link. It only becomes like a proper link after we hit 100 members, but that's different. Anyway, I've been speaking for too long, and now we have only 10 minutes before I have another session, which is also related to, well, developers helping each other. But now I'm going to mute myself, and I will wait for your questions, guys. We have 10 minutes.
Hello, can I go ahead and ask a question? Okay, so my name is Jose. Thank you so much, Nikita, because I found your group like...
De nada, amigo.
Muy bien, gracias. So yeah, and I think it's very inspiring. So, well, a bit about my background. So I have been working as a React developer, as a front-end developer for over a year now in London. And well, I work for a big company, so basically, yeah, like big clients. And now I'm starting to get interested in just contributing to passion projects, you know, like interesting projects I find in the open source sphere. And yeah, and my question would be, in terms of time management, because obviously I'm doing in my spare time many things. I mean, to increase my market value. So how much time, Nikita, do you think we should invest, I mean, in open source versus other things, like, for example, studying data or practicing data structures and algorithms challenges, or getting better in your technologies, for example, in my case, React? So just to give you an idea, I mean, at the moment, what I'm doing is I'm trying to squeeze in like 4 or 5 hours a day. So 1 hour data structures and algorithms, and then yeah, like 3-4 hours of React. I see you.
I have an answer.
Sorry?
I have an answer, because I had the same problem and I got it.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
So answer is focus. So you need to focus on things which you need and chop off everything you don't need. So what you need is family. What you need is to have a job, but at this job, not every your action is valued. So maybe you shouldn't like go and clean the floor. So because you mentioned algorithms, well, I know that a standard path is to learn algorithms and then you apply to Facebook. For example, Facebook, let's say your dream is to work there, but Facebook has a React there. It's open and it's 3 days ago, it's been modified. So instead of doing algorithms for 5 hours, I spent 1 hour per day doing contributions to React and spent 10 minutes marketizing it. And if you still want to do algorithms, fine, 30 minutes. I've just saved you like 3 hours. So this stuff is more, as a Facebook, how do I benefit from you learning the algorithms? Because honestly, most probably you will only need them at your interview.
Yeah.
Because, and why do they need it? They needed to understand what is the probability of you succeeding developing React library. But you are already developing it. You have already succeeded. Your probability is 1. And if you need to know an algorithm, you will find it from here, and you will go and learn that specific algorithm and not 100 lead code or whatever, with all respect to this beautiful website. So if you want to be hired as a person who did many algorithms at lead code, cool, go that way. But if you want to be hired as a person who can contribute to React, that's the way. And limit the time. There's another amazing talk. 1 second, I will try to find. I was blessed with these 2 talks. The Vox UK. Let me find the Vox UK video changes. Where is this guy? It was an amazing talk. 1 second, maybe we can go to Vox 2022. But basically, this guy's idea was, I'm running out of time, but this guy's idea was, and he's amazing, he's extremely senior, that to go fast, you need to slow down. And his example is, if somebody gives you a perfect BMW to get to your job, or to get to a shop which is 2 miles away, right? And they tell you just one thing, this car has no brakes. Most probably you will think of your parents, you'll think of your friends, and you'll say, thank you, no necesito. I don't need this car.
Yeah.
Take your Yaris, because you want to leave. For you, it will be faster to go slow and walk to the shop than to take this car and get killed like 100 meters from here, or just smash it somewhere, or kill somebody. So your problem is, as I see it now, you are overdoing, you are overcommitting. So you need to create more space, both at work and at like your free time. And I would suggest that what I did first at work, I actually started doing in my free time. I started doing things which help me at work, so I can create space. So now, for example, I had problem. Our company, our team had problems with Gradle. It's a system for code build. So I went to this company website. They have free trainings. I trained there. And now I understand this Gradle better than most people in my company, in our team, I would say. And that really helps. So if you cannot, so work smarter, not harder. So spend some of this free time, spend some for contributions, but don't spend more than 1 hour, maybe even half hour per day, but daily. And then spend a good chunk, maybe 2 hours, trying to find how you can do your current job better. It will also help. People will see how you are progressing on the LinkedIn. Well, and your company will allow you to go to conferences, probably. Oh, and think about conferences. It's a very good thing to go because, as I said, all about people, but they're crazy expensive. So sometimes, let's say 2 days, £1,000. But what you can do, take a list of conferences like after this talk, and find which ones you want to go to, like monthly or 2 months, and write to them that, ask them if they need volunteers. They need people to like put the chairs, they need people, or actually you won't be doing that. They will need people who will just show the way for those who attend. But normally what happens, some portion of your time you help, and then all the other time you can go to any talk for free. And also you get noted, and also you can put on your LinkedIn that, well, you are organizer of this conference. How many people are DevOps organizers? DevOps UK, not that many. I've already spoke to Lead Dev Conference. They have conference running soon in Germany, and probably I'll be there as a volunteer. I will pay for my tickets myself, but well, and there are online conferences as well. So I hope that answers your question. So sorry guys, that's exactly why I'm trying to move into this more preaching. I'm sorry about that. If you find any better way for me to communicate to you guys, then tell me. But currently it will be Slack channel. So the idea is that you can, I think that when you join our community, I think you are getting a link to the Slack. Let me know if it's not like that. And this Slack channel allows you to talk to each other. So ask questions and like talk to each other, and you can obviously contact me when you have questions and I will answer you. I don't think that I'll be answering not like you, I'll be answering your question, because your questions, they will be brilliant. You are all extremely diverse and you have very different questions. So when I'll be answering it, I'll be posting it online and I'll say that, oh, a good friend of mine from our community had this question and that's how it's solved. So maybe 20 other people, they will also be able to use it. Or if you want, I can put your name there. I will actually ask you if you want your name to be there or not. It's also marketing. I have 1,500, I think, followers on LinkedIn. So if I put Mikhail's name there, these people might see him. And because Mikhail and me, we are doing slightly different sectors of computers and IT, there's a good chance these people will see him for the first time. So use Slack for raising questions. Contact me directly on Slack or LinkedIn or Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on YouTube, please, because I'm very underrepresented on YouTube, and videos help a lot, because I have videos on YouTube on how to do this stuff. And well, and DevOps 2022 changes talk. This guy was about going slow. Yeah, this is the good one. Yeah, that's the one. This person, Kevin, he's amazing. He's absolutely mind-blowing. That's so. Watch two of them. Watch Benjamin and watch this one. And he explains how to go faster by going slower. And it's not as easy as it sounds. But this one will make your, like, it will make your evening or day. And you can watch it with anybody. He doesn't mention computers, I think, at all. So open source, that's the beauty of open source. We need a lot of people and we need everybody. We need you for your language skills. We need you for your optimism. We need you for ability to code. We need you for ability to organize. That's the last video. I've just edited it again. But guys, you can always contact me, because actually I will add these videos to the README file here. I will just go here and we'll do our last contribution of today. We'll go here, we'll go to my repositories, my profile, and oh, I have another Zoom. That's fine. They will wait. Their friends. So if you go here and we press E, okay. It should work. Why it's not working? Am I using Spanish? No. For some reason it's not. But there's a way. There's a pencil here. You click pencil. So so who was this guy? He was Kevin, I think, right? Okay. So we go here. So you see that's my approach. If I only answer Jose now, although I'm absolutely sure Jose is an amazing human. He is an amazing person and he helps. It will only help Jose. But if I do this one, and I will do also Benjamin's thing, I think it's this one. Right? Sorry, that's me. Okay, and that's actually should come first. Okay. And now I'm doing it to main branch because my project only has main branch. But if you want to change something, please raise pull requests. You will learn why, but later. YouTube lectures, amazing videos. Okay, commit. And yeah, it's there. So now if you open this link, now we have this project. And now because Jose asked me, he indirectly contributed these lines. This line and this line wouldn't have happened if Jose didn't raise his hand. So, and Jose did zero coding in this case. And it's possible to be vocal about that as well. You don't have to have this green line. So there are other ways, and we will talk about them in other calls. But guys, please use Slack to raise questions, communicate, and we will make the world better, and our community is better, and we will be doing the jobs we love. And well, a lot of you might start saving time, like Jose just did. Jose doesn't 5 hours per day, mate. You're killing yourself with no purpose. It's not worth it. But thank you, guys. Any more last minute questions? Anything which is broken or which I absolutely must do?
Yeah, sorry, just a quick question from me. He said, thank you very much for this talk. I just wanted to know if you have any suggestions on finding open source projects.
Yeah,
I do a bit of a browse, but it would be nice to have some options available to contribute.
Oh,
Rather than say for example, I sent across the Google one.
Yeah.
These projects are quite big. They're quite overly contributed. So it'd be good to have some smaller projects, right?
Yeah, let's talk. If you say I have some ideas already, but let's talk. Send me maybe a message on LinkedIn. Try to think about few moments which you loved. Tell me your most positive experiences in the last year. Well, even if it's childbirth, and I will try to show you how to apply this knowledge to find something. Okay? Because I want you to be doing something you love. And very often you don't even know that. I want you to be happy with no drugs. And I want people around you to become better, to live better lives. So I'm not doing it to relocate you somewhere to Europe or States. You can do it, but it's your choice. Everybody can contribute almost from anywhere in the world. Well, not from North Korea, sadly, but from almost anywhere. Like I have friends in, I think, Morocco or Tunis, in Tunis. So the person, he lives in Tunis. So I don't think he should leave. He can be earning extremely good European salary, staying in Tunis and contributing to his society, to people around him. Maybe he'll fix a mosque there. So why should he leave if he can already do that? For travel, cool, but just for earning money and sending them back home, there are better ways. Does it answer your question? Sorry, I'm autistic. I start doing this.
Yes, no, that's fine. That answers the question, and I'll message you on LinkedIn. Thanks.
Yeah, LinkedIn, and subscribe me on Twitter. On YouTube. If you do that, I'll provide you a better answer. And probably I will actually record it on YouTube if that's fine with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I will actually reply you in LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube, and I'll probably write an article on Dev too.
Thank you.
Good. Any other last minute questions? Well, I hope the recording worked. This time we were not hacked because one day it will happen and I have no idea what to do. And well, I hope it was being recorded. Yeah, it is being recorded. So I just wanted to congratulate you because every single one of you is an open source contributor now. And well, that's amazing. And it was amazing to have you here. And guys, sky's the limit. So please spread the news. We are not really competing with MIT because they're not doing what we are doing. Or maybe they are, but we are complementing each other. So if MIT decides to hire any of you, I don't mind. It's your choice. It's a great place to work. But together, we will allow people all over the world from any kind of a background to start contributing. I know a person who in the United States, he got into some trouble with law, which was he didn't have enough money to to prove he's innocent. But there's a whole group called Justice for Code, a Code for Justice, like this one. I think it's called like this, or Justice for Code, something like that. And basically, if he talks to me now, I will tell him, just go and do open source, mate. Companies like Amazon, they do hire people with troubled past. But if you go and contribute to Amazon, like to something you like, for example, he could find projects about justice. He could be contributing to projects which make justice more affordable for people, so other people won't get jailed for, as well. He said he didn't do anything criminal. I didn't look into it. So well, he can improve this stuff because he had bad experience there. So yeah, so I'll be waiting for your questions, and please help each other as well. Exchange ideas in Slack. Currently we are on a pro version, but let's see how it goes. And well, if anybody wants to become a co-host or event organizer, feel free to do that. I will do it on the Meetup webpage, and you can add it on your LinkedIn profile on the very, very top that you are a co-organizer and co-host of our group. And our group is already 100 people. It's not that small. All right. Okay, I've been speaking for some time. I cannot speak much longer, guys, but anything else, or we can close?
Can I ask you a last quick question, Nikita?
Yeah, Jose.
Yeah. So it's basically
La última pregunta.
Yeah, okay. So it's about, I'm not sure if we are all based in the UK or in London, or most of us. So
no, we are not. We have India, we have North Africa represented at least, maybe more.
I see. Okay. So yeah,
my main focus is diverse people. I help everybody, but you see, if I don't help people from North Africa, nobody will.
Right.
All right. So
yeah.
I help everybody, but like my extreme focus is on this people, because we have a lot of talented people who are disprivileged. For example, we can even take you in London. What is the chance of you becoming like part of IBM creating microprocessors somewhere in Israel? If you really want it, it will be quite hard for you. So in this case, you will be disprivileged because you haven't attended some MIT on like semiconductors and microprocessors, right? So I hope my idea is to leverage. I leverage people, they reach the stars and they make the world around them better. I don't know politics. Politics is a mess, but at least I can help very specific people from any background, and the world will shine around them better.
Right. Yeah. So what I wanted to ask you is if you would recommend any other communities or meetups in meetup.com. I mean, I was going to ask in London, but also maybe global. I mean, any recommendations you have?
London Java community is beautiful. It's not about Java. People speak about yoga there, and the architects speak, and like anything you think interests people, and they have amazing network. They have like they basically create a system which will help you start speaking like 5 minutes talks. They have 30 minutes talks. It's called London Java Community. I'm one of their unofficial ambassadors. They gave me a ticket to Devox. Actually, it's all happening right now because they contributed. So London Java Community, their conferences, you can just check me on Meetup. There's Kadurans company, so LJC, Kadurans are amazing, especially Fireside Chats, because I'm listening to them while I'm driving. I don't recommend listening to stuff while driving, but I do it. There's let me think. There's so many things. There's OpenJDK. Oh no, that's different. Women Who Code. That's amazing. And some of these, for example, Women Who Code, they're amazing, and they're different women who code in different parts of the world. That's slightly new.
So they allow us men to get in as well.
This one depends, but for example, there will be a conference for women in tech happening in Denmark, I think probably in the next spring. I've asked them and they said, yeah, please come if you're an ally. And I asked them, do you need volunteers? And they said, yeah. So it's like me, I'm focusing. So they're focused on women who code, but if you come there, they won't push you away. There are groups called like Black female engineers. And so basically there are different groups, they concentrate on something one, but well, there are many. Start with LGC, because I don't want you to spend 5 hours per day doing the groups, mate. I want you to have 3 hours after we finish this meetup.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'll burn yourself, and there's no goal. I've been there. Trust me.
All right. Thank you.
Cool. Any other questions? Oh, probably not. But thank you, guys, and please reach me on social media. Please talk to each other at Slack. So, well, I'm trying to keep religion off here, but when I'm speaking personally to you, I know the things from different religions. So I'll end it with, I think it's Star Trek. Peace, live long and prosper, guys. Thank you very much. I'm stopping sharing and I'm stopping the recording if I find the button, or when I find the button. Missing controls. Let me see. And I stop sharing. And I stop recording. And I end the meeting. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.